Hello and welcome to Post to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. And you notice I'm wearing a new jersey here.
Ooh.
Just picked this up at Hockey Life in Laval, Quebec.
Laval, Quebec.
Pretty happy about it. It's my second favorite team. I'm wearing my favorite team up here, my second favorite team here. I've always wanted a Sharks jersey, so I'm really excited to get this.
Nice.
My jersey collection is growing, but it's still very small. But I'm very happy to have this one in my collection. So the reason for this video is it's not really hockey related. It's about why you should have a YouTube channel or why you should start a YouTube channel. And I've created 5 reasons, but before I get into them, I want to do some shout outs here for the Patreon members who've contributed $5 or more to our Patreon. And they are Andrew Mass, I believe.
Andrew Mass, I think so, yeah.
The Hex Universe. James Mitch Payne. He is a legendary Anixia tank. That doesn't mean anything to you or anyone else.
Nothing to me, but good
Mitch,
for you.
I appreciate you. Brandon Lee, Joseph Marsh, Gary Clark, Shane, and I believe it's Matthias Akison. I think you're from Sweden. Guys, thank you so much for contributing on Patreon. It means the world. Because of you, we were able to do a few videos that required some funding. So, man, that's huge. What you do for us is incredible. I really appreciate your support, and I've enjoyed many conversations that we've had in the Patreon Discord private channel. There's been these are some great people, and
awesome.
Shane recently went to New York. He shared some pictures. It's just been fantastic.
Have we seen Shane's pictures yet? I know he shot a lot. I've seen a few of outside the NHL store.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to an account from Shane as to where he went.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. And I think Joe, he went on vacation near one of the lakes, one of the Great Lakes. He shared some pictures, and it's really great getting to know these people, and it's pretty cool. So guys, thank you very much. Appreciate it. If you'd like to contribute on Patreon, the link is down in the description below. You can contribute for as little as $1 or anything you want. But I appreciate your support, regardless if you contribute financially or not. Leave a comment on YouTube is really all I ever need or want. That's the engagements, the point of the channel. All right, so there's a couple reasons why I started my YouTube channel. It isn't necessarily these 5 reasons, but these are the 5 reasons that I've come up with. So reason number 1 is it's a good use of your time, a reason to become more knowledgeable and to grow your mind. So, I mean, if you're at home watching Netflix for 5 hours a day, or you're, I don't know, reading a book, or not that there's anything wrong with reading a book or watching Netflix. I watch lots of Netflix too, but if you're looking for something more, if you're looking to do something more and be productive, or just use your time better, starting a YouTube channel is a great way to do it. It doesn't have to be hockey related. Pick a topic. If you're into mowing lawns, start a YouTube channel and talk about how the best way to mow lawns, or just anything. Just
everybody has a specialty in their life somehow. As far as growing the mind and becoming more knowledgeable, if I can jump in.
Yes.
Until I started being a guest on your show, I didn't really pay much attention to hockey that was outside of North America. But you've been drawing me into the KHL and the Swedish League and the UK, and because of that, because I don't want to sit here and look like an idiot. I still look like an idiot a lot of the time. I understand that, but I did some research, and I've learned so much more about how hockey is played and enjoyed by fans elsewhere in the world, and it's really expanded my mind.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because that was the exact example I was going to use. We knew that there was hockey being played in Sweden and Finland and Russia, but we didn't know what the team's name was, or the logo, what that looked like, what the arenas look like. So going through the process of this YouTube channel, it's been really interesting seeing stuff from other countries, to grow your mind, to get that knowledge. And I'm sure that some point in our lives we'll come across a conversation somewhere about something in Finland or something in Russia or whatever, and we're like, oh yeah, that's the same city that such and such plays in, or it's just little things. You just grow your mind, and that's definitely what we've done.
And there's always room there, because they say we only use 10% of our brains.
Yeah.
So there's lots of room for new stuff.
There is. I never would have imagined talking about different countries when I started the channel. It was supposed to specifically be about the NHL, and great things came of it. There was some fans from all over the world, not fans, but viewers from all over the world, and they piqued my interest in their countries. So it's make a good use of your time. Start a YouTube channel. Reason number 2, become a better speaker. This is literally probably 80% of the reason why I started a YouTube channel. I was not a good speaker. I'm still not a good speaker, but if you go back and watch maybe the first or second, especially the second video, it's really bad. Actually, don't go watch it. But I was never, ever a good speaker. I hated public speaking. Not that this is public speaking. I mean, it's to a camera. There's just 2 of us in this room, but it is similar, I guess.
It's very similar.
And it's something I always struggled with. I was never a good speaker, just in general. I mumble a lot, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to start a YouTube channel where I just talk to the camera, and it's going to force me to get better, because there's no way that you're going to get better by not practicing. And what better way to practice than to talk to, I guess, millions at this point, people, and have them make fun of you or criticize you and stuff. You're going to learn quick, I'll tell you that.
And you know, I'm a witness to Neil as a younger kid, really. You were not a talkative kid growing up.
Nope.
You were not out there. You were not always looking for attention in a room. You were, if anything, you were the guy sitting in the corner, being quiet.
I don't like attention.
Yeah. And so this is very much bringing you out of your comfort zone to do this.
Yes, and that's why I wanted to do it.
Yeah, and I think you're now in a new comfort zone. I think you're very smooth at this.
Still lots of work to be done. A lot of the times I have problems taking what's up here and making it come out here well, but just like that. But I don't know, it was stressful at the beginning because I felt like I was going to be made fun of. But I knew that even if I was, it didn't matter because I needed to do it to become better. Mm-hmm. And I still have so much more work to do, but I'm very pleased with the progress over the past 10 months? 9 months.
And you can see
8
it.
months.
You can go back to January, although Neil would rather you not.
Yeah, don't.
You can go back and watch a continuum of his presentations over the several months, and you can see, I think, a big change for the better.
Even if you made one video a week or one video every 2 weeks, you're going to see an improvement. If you're not a good speaker now and you want to improve, trust me, try it. You'll get better. I promise you.
And if you are a good speaker, you'll get better too.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're already a good speaker. You'll get better. It's about practice. The more you do it, the better you'll get. It's like that with anything. Mm-hmm. Reason number 3, become better with technology, cameras, editing, social media, all that stuff. I had already had experience with cameras. I'm a photographer by trade, that's my main mission in life is photography, but I know there's so many people out there who aren't comfortable with cameras, who aren't comfortable with audio equipment. This is a great reason to get better with that stuff. And we're in a world that's growing based around technology, social media. You kind of have to adapt. You have to change with the times, and starting a YouTube channel is a great way to teach yourself how to do this stuff. Because not only are you getting better with your experience physically with cameras and mics and stuff, but there's tutorials everywhere to teach you how to do this stuff on YouTube. Mm-hmm. So it's a great opportunity to not only learn about how to do something, but also do something at the same time.
And when you do it, you'll learn it better. I mean, at least that's the way it works for me.
Yeah.
And I'll download software, let's say Audacity, and I'll learn how to use it, and then I'll use it for a while, and I'll be not bad at it. But then if I don't have to use it for 6 months, I almost have to train myself all over again to use it. Mm-hmm. But if you're using something on a regular basis, that's why regularity is very important on YouTube and social media and everything. If you do it every day or even once a week or once a month, but if you do it regularly, it'll stick in your brain. And then anything new you learn will be even better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was already pretty technically minded, probably more than most, but I've learned so much more just by having this channel. I mean, audio specifically. I had a lot of audio problems throughout the life of this channel. I used probably 7 different mics and mic combinations and tried different things. I'm not very good with audio, but I finally found a system that worked. We used lapel mics fed into this Zoom, and then I sync the audio from the camera in post, which is very easy. It's not hard. No. It's daunting when you don't know how to do it, but once you know how to do it, it's easy. So don't be scared. Figure stuff out, and just be consistent, and you'll learn lots.
Yeah, and this isn't part of your list, but audio is so important for YouTube, I think.
I think audio is more important than video.
I absolutely agree. There are YouTubers out there that I used to watch, and I've had to unsubscribe, and I can't watch them because it's all about the video and it's all about them telling their story. There's one in particular, I'm not going to mention her name, but you know, she has an interesting life. She lives in New York, but when she does her vlogs, she carries a camera and she'll sit in a crowded restaurant with a Rode mic on the camera and try to talk, and you can't hear hardly a thing she's saying. And I can't do it. I unsubscribe.
The mind, I mean, I think we're very visual people, but we listen to radio all the time. That has nothing to do with visuality. If you're watching a high quality video and there's crap audio, you're just like, okay.
True.
For me, I'm not down. But if you have someone on a webcam that's just the crappiest webcam ever, but sounds amazing, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because you don't need. There's a big difference between crappy audio and great audio, and crappy video and great video.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Because
most of the intelligence and the information in YouTube is what you're hearing and not what you're seeing.
Exactly, yeah.
So
even when you see something that's not really the best quality, you can still make it out. Your mind adapts. It's not as big of an issue. So
yeah, good point.
Anyway, just you learn more about technology. That's number 3. Number 4, teaches you how to be more productive, better time management, and to grow portfolio. You can't be consistent on YouTube and upload every day or every week if your time management skills aren't good. You need to be on point with everything. You can't slack. You need to be so disciplined. And this is a great way to teach you. Like if you have poor time management skills and you want to get better, or if you're not really productive, if you slack off a lot, man, start a YouTube channel because you'll get whipped into shape pretty quick. Because when you set a schedule, I want to upload one video every single day, you learn quick.
You do, and in your case, because you pay attention to production, you know, there's the time necessary to create your thumbnail.
Yes.
There's other back-end production things that you have to do because you want your channel to look as good as it can. It's easier to, you know, just sit in a room and talk into a camera for 15 or 20 minutes and upload it. Anyone can do that.
Yeah.
And some people do it well.
Very well. Yeah.
But you want your thumbnails to look good. You want excellence, as close as you can get to excellence.
Right.
And that takes more time, and that makes the time management thing even more important.
Yeah, I'm very proud of the production quality of this channel. I was never worried about the production quality. I was worried about this quality here, my on-camera abilities. That's really what I'm working on. But there's a lot that goes into a video. It's, we have to, number 1, prep the video. Number 2, prepare the equipment, make sure the batteries are charged, good to go. Number 3, film the video, which takes anywhere between 5 and 30 minutes, maybe 40, depending on if there's any breaks.
Yeah.
Then I need to take all the files, put them on the computer, which takes, depending on how long the video is, it takes up to 20 minutes to transfer and stuff. Who knows? And then I need to actually edit the video. I would say, on average, it takes me at least an hour to an hour and a half to edit each video. Some are much longer. Some take 3 hours. Some take 40 minutes. It just really depends on the style of video. And then I need to export the video, which takes about the same amount of time, about an hour. And then I need to upload the video, which takes about an hour.
Yeah, on our somewhat crappy internet connection, takes longer than you're used to.
And I need to create the thumbnail, which takes about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on what it is. And I need to keyword everything on YouTube and share it on social media, which I'm not good at. But the point is, it takes a long time to do one video. And you can't do that on a regular basis if you haven't learned something about time management and productivity. You need to be productive. You need to learn time management. And luckily, I am okay at those 2 things. So.
And the other thing you can do to help your time management is you can, on those days when you have lots of time to work, you can work ahead. You can make several videos, and because of your YouTube status right now and your number of subscribers, or however that works, that you're the guy for that, but you have the ability to schedule your releases. We
film, well, today, perfect example, I think we're planning to film 5 videos.
I think so, yeah.
And those videos will release, well, once a day until we run out. But the example is, we did this before I went to Toronto last week. I think we filmed like 6 videos. I edited them all. I scheduled them on YouTube to release, so I was way ahead of the game there. and I came home a few days late, so there was a couple of days where you guys probably noticed there was no videos, and that's why.
Where's Neil?
Yeah, get ahead.
Yeah, so you have a video releasing on YouTube, and I see it coming out. I know that, you know, you're not in Charlottetown, you're bombing down the 401 somewhere,
yeah.
And yet, you know, you've just pooped out a YouTube video, just as if you were sitting right here and pushed a button. So it's pretty slick.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yep.
And that's the reason why we have our own lives as well. So we can't always, whenever a video comes out one day, it doesn't mean that we filmed it that same day. I mean, I'm releasing a video today, I think AJHL logos. We filmed that July 23rd. Today's August 23rd. Literally a month ago, we filmed that over in Fredericton, and it's releasing now. So you don't have to film a video on the same day that you release it. Film 5 or 6 in a day like we do. Build up the library. Just do it when you have time, and because not all days we have time.
Yeah, now if you're talking about current events, you know, if you're Philip DeFranco or something like that, who's, you know, doing something every day on what happened the day before,
right?
It doesn't work that way. But especially in the summertime, you know, for what you're doing in the hockey channel, summer in the Northern Hemisphere, pretty slow on the hockey front.
Yeah.
So you can do that. Yeah.
Okay, and number 5, interact with people who are also interested in the same topic you are. Engage in the community and make new friends. This is probably one that hits home the most for me, because it's another big reason why I started the channel. I wanted to create a community where people could talk with each other in the comments. Fellow hockey fans coming together to have a discussion, or maybe even have a debate, hopefully friendly. And I've seen it in the comments. It's, you know, I've seen hockey fans come together and become friends on Discord. There's so many great hockey conversations to be had, and if you don't know where to go to have those conversations, you're missing out. And I feel like I've created a community where people can do that. If you're a Philadelphia Flyers fan and you want to come have a conversation in our Discord with a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, you can do that respectfully and just have a great time and make a friend. There's people in our Discord who've become friends, and you know, you see them talking back and forth all the time. And even in the comment section, there's some great people out there, and I personally have made friends as well. Many of these people who I shouted out at the beginning of the video. And I mean, Toronto's a great example, like I just mentioned earlier. I just got back from Toronto to collaborate with Andrew Pillock, Audie, and then Ryan. 3 great guys. Never would have met them if I haven't started the channel. Never would have bought this jersey if I started the channel. So there's lots of opportunity out there.
And hockey is a great, you know, of all sports, you know, I'm sure they all have their special niches of fans, but I think hockey is a great unifier of people, especially Canadians, because we love the game. We have our teams that we cheer for, but we love the game, I think, hopefully more so than anything. We want the game to be, you know, well played and aggressively pursued and you know, a spirited competition. But at the end of the day, it's hockey.
Yep.
And you know, when Pittsburgh won the Stanley Cup, I watched them carried around the ice, and you know, I'm not a Pittsburgh fan, but I'm witnessing a celebration of hockey and a celebration of the game. And that applies to the Calder Cup. It applies to, you know, the other cups that they give away elsewhere in the world.
Yeah.
You know, when we were in Toronto this year earlier to a game, we were at a gate to get into the ACC, and we ended up standing beside several fans of the New York Islanders, who were the opposing team that night. We ended up having a great chat with those guys.
Yeah, we talked to them for 15 minutes.
Yeah, they're great guys. And we saw them later, you know, when you were down at ice level taking that slow motion of Jean Tavares. You know, they were over near where the Islanders all come onto the ice, because they follow the Islanders everywhere. And what great people they were.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so nice to talk to fellow hockey fans and meet people around the world.
Yeah.
UK. I mean, we've had Gary and Shane from the UK, and then Matthias from Sweden, and a few others. There's great people around the world, and people sending me pictures of arenas from Russia, Norway, like everywhere.
It's amazing, and they're so patient with us, I'm sure, because they must sit there and we try to pronounce some of these names, and they're just like probably going like that, because really, I think, you know, and this happens, and this is not totally on topic. Cut it if you want. But, you know, Canada sometimes regrets that Americans don't know more about Canada. You know, like we know a lot about the States, but they don't know a lot about us. And I'm sure Europeans are even in the worst boat. You know, they look at Canadians and Americans talking about the NHL as if it's the only hockey league in the world. And, you know, a lot of the players in the NHL come from their countries, yet we don't even know that. We don't know what teams they played for beforehand. And we don't seem, you know, some of us don't even care. And I didn't care. I care now, you know, so.
I've had a lot of frustrating interactions with hockey fans around North America. A lot of haters, a lot of trolls, a lot of rude people. I've only had one with anyone outside of North America. It was someone from the Czech Republic. And anyone else from in Europe, Russia, anywhere else, had great experiences talking with everyone over there. They've been very respectful, much more respectful than North American people. So kudos to you guys.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, so I guess that wraps it up. Those are my 5 reasons why you should start a YouTube channel. Again, it doesn't need to be about hockey. It could be about anything. It could be about fidget spinners. Like, it doesn't matter what it's about. Just do it. Just make a YouTube channel and be consistent. The best way to grow a YouTube channel is to be consistent. Upload every day, every second day. It doesn't matter if it's a 40-second video. It doesn't matter if it's a 15-minute video. The more you do it, the more consistent you'll be, the better YouTube will be to recommend your stuff to someone else. They have algorithms set up to look at your channel and be like, wow, he's very active, he's very productive, let's promote his channel, put it in someone else's recommended. That's how YouTube works. They love consistency. So if you can, at least be consistent, even if you're not a good speaker, even if you don't know a lot about technology and stuff, if you can be consistent, growth will come. So that's the best advice I can give, I guess.
Good stuff.
So thank you guys very much for watching. If you have any other suggestions for anyone else, leave them down in the comments below. If you're new to this channel, hope you can hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, hit the like button. It helps us a lot. And we'll see you in the next video. Adios.